Have you ever just sat down and looked through all the crazy events that happen nowadays, or just how absurd or frequent they've gotten in the last few years? It's almost like there's a large, scaly, non-human presence controlling it all. Lizard people have been slowly replacing individuals over time to induce these events to cause large-scale hysteria and panic it throughout the world. Lizard people would like to control the whole world. And well, how do I know that? It's actually pretty easy. I'm one of them. Now, I know this is a lot to take in, but I would like to talk to you about how we're doing this by controlling public figures, by if using subliminal messaging in social medias, and how we are controlling fast foods. Now, if you really just stop and think about it, public figures nowadays seem to be more focused on some unseen tasks, something that they wouldn't normally have done before, or something they were even against, something that the real ones would never have done. Celebrities is where we started first. We didn't change all of them. We just picked the ones that had the most influence or most pull, or the ones that gained the most attention, whether it was good or whether it was bad. And then naturally, next is where we started was politicians, and they were already pretty much soulless and scaly, so no one really noticed that much. I mean, come on, look at these giant hands. Really? No one gets that one? I don't know. The last one was for the young circle, the young crews, because they had moved to more like internet and social platforms to gain their influences. So naturally we had to take that step ourselves, and man, will they watch anyone we put in front of them. It's almost a crime how easy it is. Now, most public figures have either been switched or completely manufactured altogether. The next step was controlling what you watch. All forms of media have been infected with some sort of subliminal messaging to make our rise to power just a little bit easier for you. Television is where we kind of launched first. It turns out that your mom pretty much was always right. All that mindless trash on TV will rot your brain. Literally. And even the educational stuff is spliced with a single frame of our faces every 30 seconds or so, just to get you subliminally used to us leaning over you for the rest of eternity. And then next is where we started with movies. And nowadays movies are written where the underdog, fights the odds and wins in the end. This was done to give humans false hope, so that way when we finally do take over the world, they think they're going to be able to fight us. It's mean, I know, but it's always fun to play with your food. And the last step that we had to go through was social media, and that was by far the easiest to control and put in messages into. I mean, why watch anything else but a guy recording dead bodies hanging for views? You might want to get used to that, by the way. Now, these steps have already been taken to slow down and control our prey, but halting them all together would do even better. Fast food has never really been good for you, but it's never really been worse. I mean, do you even question what beef really is? All the people we switch out and all the people that get too close to the truth, well, they gotta go somewhere. All those mass cattle ranch farms and all that are just covers so we can feed our population right for the meantime. And it's actually kind of intelligent and really frightening just what that plant-based paste and human remain patty that we serve humans really does. It's ingenious in the way that it actually breaks down muscle and makes you, so not only adds fat, but it makes you weak and less likely to resist. Also, this concoction, we'll call it that, decides to also halt brain function, making it harder to form a complete thought, let alone form a resistance or, counterply. And so, now that you know what it is, you know that it's just too late to stop my overlords. So, now, I know it's really a lot to take in about the apocalypse and how we started it by replacing your public figures and brainwashing the weak and by fast food, we'll call it that. but you can rest assured in the fact that the end won't come quick. So, by now, I'm pretty sure you're curious as to why I would be trying to sell out my entire species plan with this, and, well, again, it's quite simple. I think prey should at least have a small chance. Good luck.